The Preferred Customer Program is one of the lifelines of your business to keep your name in front of your customers on a quarterly basis. In order to enroll your customers in Preferred Customer Program, we do refer to it as PCP. It's very simple. First, you need to make sure that your customers are all in My Customers. What happens then is those customers, once you have added them to My Customers, are stored, and you have the ability to be able to move them into the Preferred Customer Program, enroll them, and have a lookbook sent to them. So let's find out how to do that. We simply want to go back to the home page on InTouch, and then it will take us over to Business Tools. Once you're in Business Tools, you go down to the Preferred Customer Program, click on that, and then at the left-hand side, it shows you your different options. Now you can see the new winter enrollment is available right now. But let's talk about when those enrollment dates are. So we'll scroll down here. You can always click on this enrollment dates. And what this does is this gives you for the next year when the enrollment dates will be, when the books will actually mail. When you enroll customers into the Preferred Customer Program, it also gives you the ability to be able to order the new products that are being launched in that particular campaign actually 5 days earlier than anyone else. So you can see we're actually going to go ahead and enroll for the winter enrollment. That opened up on September 16th and goes all the way through October 20th. The books will begin to mail on November 6th. Now, you can see the early ordering privilege begins on November 10th. The books mailed on November 6th, you can bet that those books are going to start to arrive in your customer's mailbox on November 10th. So you have the ability to be able to order those products early, so you'll get a jump on everyone else. If you did not enroll customers in the Preferred Customer Program, you cannot order books until November 15th. Now, once this enrollment has closed after October 17th, you will no longer be able to send those books from Mary Kay. Now, why should you enroll? Well, here's why. There's an actual video that you can watch on InTouch that gives you lots of information about and testimonials about the Preferred Customer Program. But what happens when that book is sent? This book is sent with a sample to your customer for just 70 cents. If you were to try to purchase this book, the cost of the book is 35 cents. That's not bad. But to mail it, first class mail, is going to cost you at a minimum about $1.65. So you have spent almost $2 to send a book that you then have to address and get a stamp for to your customers with no sample in it, where you can have it sent directly from Mary Kay for just 70 cents per name. That's a deal. And here's the other thing that they do. They put a personalized message from you with your website address on the back of that book. So Mary Kay is literally your secretary, addressing everything, getting everything ready to go with a sample, and mailing it for just 70 cents a name. That's a deal. And this Preferred Customer Program is also something that is a 100% tax deduction for you. It puts a new product in the hands of your customer in the form of a sample. It keeps your name and website address in front of her, and it gives you a reason to follow up with her after those books have mailed out. And one of the really fun things about this, you've got follow-up dialogue ideas and reports on books that have gone out to your customers, so you know exactly who to follow up with. You do want to make sure that you allow 7 to 10 days for delivery of these books. So when you're following up with your customers, you do want to reach out to her and ask her if she has received that quarterly mailing. Now, if she hasn't, give it a couple of days, but if for some reason she does not receive the customer mailing, you want to be sure to call Mary Kay Customer Service and go to the prompt for the Preferred Customer Program, and they will handle that for you. So let's go ahead and see how to enroll a customer. Now you've got a couple of options for this. You can just click the enroll now. You can do a quick enroll, or you can enroll customers individually. So let's go ahead and just enroll now. Now, one of the things that you do want to notice is as you go ahead and look at your customers that are in here, one of the things that happens is you have a preview of 10 customers per page. You can change that. We're going to go all the way up to 500. Out of my customer base, I only have 364 customers in my preferred customer program. I've got many others who prefer not to get a paper book in the mail, so they are not included on this particular list. So one of the things that's nice about this is you can also change the language preference for your customers. Now you'll notice down here where it says, here's one of my customers, she has a complete address. I do need to reach out to her to get her address and adjust that, or I won't be able to send her a book. All right. Now you can see at the top, it does show all customers. We're going to go ahead. You can either individually check names. So again, remember, I chose the option of going through and individually checking names. So maybe perhaps I've decided I don't want to do that and I just want to quick enroll customers. So I'm going to cancel this. And then I'll go back to the preferred customer program and let's just do quick enroll. Now again, any of the customers that I had in there that didn't have a complete address, I do have to adjust those. I do have many in here that don't have a complete address because perhaps those are some of my consultants who were in my preferred customer program because they used to be customers, but now I don't want to send them a book because they'll be able to get books on their own. So I simply have removed address. So now this gives me an option to quick enroll, and you can see all of the blue check marks. Now the question is, why is this customer not checked? Well, she happens to be a new customer that I have added since the last enrollment. So you still have to go through and check those customers and make sure if you want to send them a lookbook that gets added to it. Perfect. You also have an option, perhaps even this customer, you can see she's in here twice. That happens quite often when you already have entered your customer's information and she's gone on your website and registered her information and perhaps put in different information. Maybe she's put in a different address or a different phone number, but it does happen to be different. So you've got that duplication. Well, I only want to send one lookbook to her. So I'll take that one out, but I do want to go into InTouch and find out what's happening in my customers and find out later why she's in there twice. So you can see at the bottom, there's 298 customers that are enrolled at 70 cents. So that's 208.60. Now, when you're doing your 60-40 split from your sales, that 10% extra that you're saving does help to cover the cost of these PCP books. Again, this is a 100% tax deduction. Now, if you're wondering, is it worth it to spend that money to send 298 books out? Well, as you grow that customer base, one of the things for you to keep in mind is if you don't send her a book, she may not know whether or not you're still in business, and she might find another consultant to be of service to her. So yes, it does make a considerable difference. And keep in mind, it's only going to take a few orders from customers as they reorder products to offset what you've paid for that. So you will make the profit if you follow up, but the key is follow up. One of the things that the company also does is they will send you a book for free to your home. And what's nice about that is the day that that book arrives, you know that those books are starting to arrive in your customers' mailboxes. So let's go ahead and go to the order summary and check out. Once you go to checkout, it will show you Now there's a quantity of 307. We want to go ahead and pay for the order. You'll notice your billing information over on the left hand side. This information is info that will also be printed on the back of the lookbook. Now, if you need to change that for some reason, you have to go to the profile page on InTouch to change that information. Perhaps you don't want your phone number showing, but it is important that she have the ability to be able to contact you, but it is totally up to you. So you'll notice over on the right hand side, it does show your subtotal. There is tax that is charged on this, and then your estimated total out the door, and then you just want to pay for your order. Once you click on pay for your order, you do have the option of being able to use your ProPay funds for this. In order to use your ProPay funds though, you would need to have the ProPay debit card that can be sent to you. If you don't have a ProPay credit card, you can use your debit card from your Mary Kay account or another credit card that you use for your Mary Kay purchases. And then you just simply complete the order.